We're doing our Bible survey.
We're going to get sausage.
And we're looking real quick at all the stories we've already learned here at the pavilion on Saturday afternoons, up until the life of Joseph, which is the last lesson that we learned. And then next week we're going to start getting back in and going deeper into the Bible stories. We're going to start with the story of Moses. But today is the last day. We're going to be looking at our Bible survey, and then we'll come back to it again after several more weeks. So this is what we've learned so far, and you may have been here for some of these lessons. We have learned about creation. How God created the heaven and the earth. Okay. We have learned about the first two people, Adam and Eve. We learned about Adam and Eve's kids. They were named Cain and Abel. And you may remember that Cain murdered Abel, and that was the first murder.
That's awful.
We learned about Noah and the ark. We learned about the Tower of Babel. We learned about Abraham's calling, how God called him out by faith to follow him. And we learned about Abraham's nephew Lot and the bad choices in life that he made.
Now, there's a lot going on in the Bible that is just the beginning.
Yeah, it's just the book of Genesis. We're just finishing the book of Genesis now.
Wow.
We learned about Abraham's kid, Isaac, who you may remember God told him to take him up and sacrifice him on the mountain, and then the angel of the Lord stopped him from doing that. And then we learned about how God tested Abraham's faith by asking him to sacrifice his son. We learned about Isaac's two kids, Jacob and Esau, and they were twins. And one loved the things of God, and the other didn't love the things of God. He loved the things of this world. But who knows which one was which? Harold.
Jacob loved the things of God, and Esau not so much.
Not so much. And so if it was Saturday, which one would come to the pavilion to learn more Bible stories?
Jalen.
Jacob. Sounds like Jalen, right? All right. We learned about Jacob's kid, and his name was Joseph. And Joseph was the youngest child of 12 brothers and a sister. And Joseph was hated by his brothers because he was good. And that's why his brothers hated him. We learned about how God raised up Joseph and saved his whole family. So the one that was hated and rejected becomes the Savior for the whole family. And that reminded us of Jesus, didn't it?
Right.
Jesus was hated and rejected, but he became our Savior.
That's right.
Savior for the whole family of God. We learned about how God raised up Joseph to save his family, and how Joseph was willing to forgive his brothers who tried to kill him. It's like Jesus is willing to forgive us. And we learned, and next we're going to learn about Joseph and his brothers making their new home in Egypt. But things are going to start to go wrong. So they all are going to come and move to Egypt and start having their, it's like moving from College Station to Bryan. They're going to move, and they're going to start a new life in Egypt. But things are going to start to go wrong in their new country.
Next week, next Sunday, our kids and grandkids will be here. I'm not sure when they're arriving on Sunday. They may get in time.
It might be too late for church.
Yeah, they may get here too late for church because they come.
They'll definitely be here the
Chicago.
Saturday after they're going to minister.
Yeah, Saturday after 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
2 weeks from today. The kids will be singing.
Our grandkids are going to teach us action songs.
Oh yeah, action songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to meet them.
They're going to be the teachers here in the Okay, so now we're going to watch some more of the videos and have the questions
Okay.
before and after. And so I want to know these are the questions you need to think about while the next video is up. This is one review from last week.
So these are the questions that are going to be answered in the video that we watched?
Yes. After we watch the video, I want you to answer these questions.
Okay.
But I want to assign the questions. So who wants to look for this question in the video? What new name is given to Isaac? You have to be listening and it'll say what new name is given to Isaac. Who wants to answer that question after the video, after the movie? Harold. Okay? It'll say God gave Isaac a new name and his new name was. So that's a new name. Yeah, that's what you're going to listen for. Jalen. Jalen.
Also.
Okay. What are the names of Isaac's twin sons?
Oh, yeah, twins? Okay.
Twins. Who wants to take that question? Listening for the names of Isaac's twin sons, okay? Jalen. How many sons did Jacob have
All together?
altogether? Who's going to answer that question?
I'll
Harold.
listen to that one.
All right. What bad thing happened to Joseph?
Why not?
You're not going to answer till after, even if you know now.
Okay.
But you want to answer that question?
I guess so.
Okay. The bad thing. How did God use Joseph to save his whole family? Okay, you answer that one. What had God foretold Abraham about his family that was now coming true? God told Abraham something about his family, and now it is now just starting to come true.
Okay, I'll tell you that.
Okay. All right, so now you guys tell me. Harold, what are your questions?
Okay, mine is number one. What new name was given to Isaac?
Uh-huh.
Do you have bell peppers in your?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got those.
Well,
Okay.
you like them or you don't like them?
I don't, but
You'll live.
Oh, well.
Okay, what new name is given to Isaac? What else do you got?
Let's see. Let's see. How many
Twins,
sons?
the names of his
How many
twin
sons?
sons?
What are the names of Isaac's twin sons? That's Jacob's.
Okay.
I get number three. How many sons did Jacob have?
Uh-huh.
And what bad thing happened to
Joseph?
Joseph? Is that mine or yours? What
Not
bad thing? What?
not mine.
Okay, well, I guess it's mine. What bad thing happened to Joseph? Okay, I remember. Okay, here's mine. Now, the fifth one I know is Jacob. How did God use Joseph to save his family?
Okay.
Yeah, that's Jacob. And then the sixth one is mine.
All right. Jalen, which questions are yours?
Second, and
Say the name. Read it.
what are the names of Isaac's
Twin sons. Okay.
Number 5, how did God use Joseph to save his family?
Okay, so you're just listening for two things.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
After a time, Isaac married.
What new name was given to Isaac?
Who's it, mine?
Yeah.
Israel.
Right. What are the names of Isaac's twin sons?
I didn't hear it.
Okay. It's Jacob and Esau.
I don't know Jacob. Okay,
Okay.
I get it.
All right. How many sons did Jacob have?
Well,
Good. He's answering your questions.
Okay.
What bad thing happened to Joseph? I think it's Jalen's question.
no,
Not-
I,
not-
Oh,
mine's mine.
yeah.
He was
Okay.
sold into slavery into Egypt.
Okay. How did God use Joseph to save his family?
Joseph has saved his family.
Yeah. Okay. What had God foretold Abraham about his family that was now coming true?
His family would become a nation, the nation of Israel.
And that they would go down into Egypt.
Oh, okay,
That
right.
they would go down into Egypt and be slaves
Okay.
for 400 years. All right. Here's the questions for the next part of the film.
Oh, okay.
And we need to know who's going to answer each question. Why was the new Pharaoh cruel to the children of Israel? Who wants to answer that one? Why was the new Pharaoh cruel? Harold, that's
I'll take
yours.
that one.
to do? Jalen, you want that question?
About what?
What did the new Pharaoh tell the nurses to do?
The nurses.
It'll be in the film.
Be in a movie.
Okay.
All right. What did the mother of Moses do? Okay,
I'll
Harold.
take that one.
What did Pharaoh's daughter do?
Okay, I'll take that one too.
Okay. Why did Moses flee from Egypt? Why did he run away? Jalen, you're going to have to take that one. Now make Harold take them all. Okay. So Harold, which ones do you have?
I have number 1, number 2.
That's if I say them.
Oh, why was the new Pharaoh cruel to the children of Israel?
Mhm.
What did the new Pharaoh? No, this is Jalen's. What did the new
Yeah.
Pharaoh tell nurses to do? Oh, I said it.
You did that.
What are yours, Harold?
Mine is what did the mother of Moses do?
Mhm.
And
What did Pharaoh's daughter do?
oh, that's one of 3 and 4. What did
That's why
Pharaoh's
we go
daughter
over
do?
it again.
What?
Jalen, which are yours?
2
That is.
and
What is?
4.
And what do they read? 2.
Why did you go tell nurses to do?
And 4.
What did Pharaoh's daughter do?
Okay. So Pharaoh's just another name for a king. The king of Egypt. All the kings of Egypt were called Pharaoh. Ready?
Okay.
Why was the new Pharaoh cruel to the children of Israel? I haven't seen mean to them. Cruel, mean.
Mean.
Pharaoh, the Pharaoh was mean.
The Pharaoh was cruel.
Mean to the Hebrew children. The Hebrew children and the children of Israel, Hebrews, it all means the same thing.
The
The
Jews.
Jews. So why was the Pharaoh mean to the Jews?
Because their population was growing so much that he was afraid there would be more of them than there was of the Egyptians, and that they would rebel against the Egyptians and beat them. So
Okay.
he said, "You better make them slaves before they get any ideas."
Okay, he was afraid of them because there were so
He was
many of
afraid
them.
them. They were growing too fast.
What did the new Pharaoh
Name tag.
tell the nurses to do?
Name tag.
They're over there. What did the new Pharaoh tell the nurses to do?
I think that's mine too.
That's mine.
No, it's
Yours?
his.
The nurse that took care of the baby and raised it as her own son.
Oh, no, that was Pharaoh's daughter. That's later.
I thought that was the nurse.
No. Pharaoh told all the nurses to kill all the baby boys.
All the Jewish people.
If any Jewish baby boy was born, to kill that baby.
Why did I
So what did the mother of Moses do to try to save her baby?
Oh,
took care of it?
is that mine?
Yes.
Oh, okay. She found the baby, that baby which Moses' mother had put in this little basket because the baby got too big. So she put it in the basket and pushed it toward where Pharaoh's daughter was.
She put her baby in a basket and she put it in the river.
Now it's mine.
Okay. What did Pharaoh's daughter do?
Took care of it.
She found it, she pulled it out of the river.
Right.
She said, oh, this must be one of the Hebrews' children. I'm going to raise it as my own. Took care of it. Why did Pharaoh flee from Egypt?
What do you mean, Moses?
Oh, why did Moses flee from
Oh,
Egypt? It's yours.
because he killed an Egyptian and then he got scared and he ran away.
He was afraid he was going to get in trouble. Okay, let's stand and sing this song.